and welcome to A Fistful of Dice. Today we're going to be opening up the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition starter set that I just picked up from my local gaming store for $20. The Wizards Play Network stores got them today a little early. For everybody else, you're going to have to wait until July 15th. However, the basic rules have also been put up today, and they are free online, so that's super awesome. I have the lovely Tila holding the camera for me today, and we're going to go ahead and open this sucker up. So I'm going to use the best sharp tool for the job, a mechanical pencil. So I've seen a bunch of videos and pictures of people opening this thing up, but I figured you guys would want to see it from my perspective. So go ahead and open it up. First off, we have the dice. They're actually pretty nice looking dice. When I saw the pictures before, they looked like they were solid blue, but they're actually kind of a mother of pearl type texture. They have little swirly bits on them. And so you've got a six die set here. So all the typical stuff except for we don't have a D percentile. So first thing we need to do is, all right, not bad, 14 right out the gate. So that's not a bad set of dice. They feel pretty good quality. So, and at the top we have the rule book. Kind of weird that the rule book doesn't have a cover on it. That is kind of strange, but the art is very cool. Love that art with the party fighting the dragon. And on the first page here, we've got a little, look at that little Dungeons and Dragons party. Look how happy they are. That's great. So I'm not sure if these rules differ from the basic rules at all. I think it just kind of goes over stuff a little bit quicker. And there's no character creation rules in this because all the characters in this box are pre-gen. So if you're looking to create your own characters, you need to download the basic rules. So, but the book is very nicely laid out, very clean and minimalistic. That's one thing I liked about 4th edition was how clean everything was, and they've definitely kind of stuck with that motif, which is really nice. It's going to be easy to look through this book and quickly find what I need. The art is pretty minimal, but what art there is, I really like. They're moving away from kind of the cartoony style of 4th edition and Pathfinder, and they're moving back towards the kind of, I don't want to say darker, but a little bit, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? A little grittier, kind of like 3rd edition, I suppose, a little bit more realistic. The art kind of has more nuance to it, so I like that. And then this is the adventure that comes with it, The Lost Mine of Phandelver. So if you guys watched the Wizards live stream, they actually played through this adventure. So very cool looking map of the Neverwinter Wood and the surrounding area. And I'm not, this is your basic kind of first adventure type adventure module. There's goblins and a dragon and all sorts of fun stuff like that. So there is a piece of, here it is. I love this art, this goblin art. This to me is just like, those are cool looking goblins. They look super deadly. Like they have kind of big heads like Pathfinder goblins, but they don't look like you would want to mess with them. They look like they actually pose a little bit of a threat. I have to say Pathfinder goblins are adorable, so they're not that scary. Once again, kind of minimal art in here, but they've got good-looking maps for all the levels of the dungeon and the surrounding areas. That's kind of a neat-looking monster. I'm not really sure what that is, but that's kind of cool-looking. Looks like a Zelda monster. So it's laid out like your basic adventure module. The stuff that the DM is supposed to read is set off from the rest of it, so you can really easily find what you're supposed to be talking about. So more maps. This looks like it might be a Hobgoblin Witch. Very interesting look for the Hobgoblins, I have to say. Almost kind of a Japanese mythology type feel to them. They must have a like a bestial appearance, like an animalistic kind of appearance to them. So they look pretty neat, I have to say. Classic Owlbear. Classic D&D monster. One of my favorites. Your first adventure would not be complete without an owlbear or two. Very cool looking dungeon maps. Love the look of them. That's pretty neat. And then it looks like there's a little baby beholder in this. Spoiler alert. And there's some an appendix for magic items. So that's kind of cool. There are no magic items in the basic D&D rules, so I'll be plundering this section for magic items. And then here we have the bestiary for the adventure. And I'm not sure if this has more than what's just in the adventure. I'm assuming it's just stuff that's in the adventure, but I really love the stat blocks in D&D 5. They are so good looking, so readable, and so clean. I can very easily look at one of those stat blocks and know exactly what I'm looking for. And the monsters are simplified, but they don't lose any of their flavor. One thing I liked about 4th edition was that all the monsters kind of had cool things they could do. Like I remember Keep on the Shadowfell, there were kobolds that could throw alchemist fire and stuff like that, and all of the monsters in D&D kind of have, in D&D 5 kind of have abilities similar to that. So, okay, so that's the adventure. Pretty cool looking. I don't know if I'm going to run that or not. I usually don't run pre-made stuff, but I can plunder it for ideas. And then we have the pre-made characters. So, I'm a big fan of the new sheet. Very clean looking, very easy to find what you need. And I like there's such a emphasis on the roleplay aspects, the backgrounds and the traits and the bonds and flaws and stuff. So this here is a human fighter. Looks like they start out with a great sword and a longbow. So that's your basic melee fighter. Then we have a high elf wizard. Typical high elf wizard. Then we have a Lightfoot halfling, classic rogue. And then we have a hill dwarf cleric. And finally we have another human fighter, but this one has a great axe and a javelin. So I'm thinking that other one was the dex fighter, the ranged fighter, and this one is the brawler, the big strength fighter, I think. Yeah, his strength is +3, and the other human fighter has +2 dex. So he's more of like a dex, quick fighter, agility type guy, and this guy is like a big brawler type guy. And then we have an advertisement for D&D Encounters. So, with a hand on it, and then a blank character sheet on the back. And, oh man, I'm really excited about this. Some sort of dice tray. Oh, look at that. Very nice. That is a very, very nice of Wizards to include the cardboard dice tray. Okay, so all in all, there's really not much to this starter set. For $20, $20 is a little bit much for the amount of stuff that's in here, but it's all really high quality stuff. Even the character sheets are kind of on nice, thick, nice feeling paper. And, you know, the books are pretty good size. Let's see, the adventure is just under 100 pages, and the rules are about 30 pages, so. And then, you know, a pretty decent set of dice, nice looking dice, so. I would say good for if you're wanting to get into D&D, but if you already have the basic rules and you don't really need monster stats or anything like that, then it's probably okay to pass on this, just because All the stuff that's in the rule book in here is already in the basic rules PDF, which is free. It's not $20, it's free. But this is also going to be released on Amazon and other retailers on July 15th. And I know for a fact it's like $12 on Amazon, and $12 is a great deal for this. So if you're willing to wait a couple weeks, definitely pick this up for, you know, $12, $15, but maybe not 20. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Expect more D&D 5 videos. I'm very excited about the new edition. I'm going to be rolling up some characters, and I'm also going to be playing in a D&D 5 game here pretty soon with Dungeon Master Johnny, PhD&D, and Keith Hershey Jr. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Thanks to the beautiful Tila for holding the camera. And take care and happy gaming all.